Fox 2 is following breaking news. A guilty plea today from the Detroit woman who has confessed to killing two of her own children and putting their bodies into a freezer.
Yeah, Mitchelle Blair has made headlines every time we have seen her in Wayne County Court, and once again this morning she is not pulling any punches. Fox 2 legal analyst Charlie Langton has been in the courtroom. He joins us now with more. Charlie, what happened this morning?
Well, I'll tell you what, I have seen a lot of these court cases. People try to take pleas or whatever, but never, ever like this. Mitchelle Blair, 36 years old, she wanted to plead guilty to first-degree murder 2 other times. Judge said no. Today, the judge said yes. But in taking a plea, she has to be able to tell the judge exactly what she did. Now, we're going to play an excerpt. Now, I'm going to just hold tight because this is shocking to you. But here is Mitchelle Blair telling the judge what she did to her children.
You meant to kill her?
I definitely meant to kill her.
Okay. It wasn't an accident?
No, not at all.
Okay.
If I had a chance to do it again, I would.
When you went and got the grocery bag and suffocated her, that was your intent?
Yes.
Actually was going to turn myself in right after Stephen died, and I told my son Matthew that, you know, I up. I gotta go, and I gotta go turn myself into the police. I gotta go turn myself in. And he said, turn yourself into what? And I said, Matthew, turn myself into the police. That means I gotta go because I killed somebody. And then he said, I don't want you to go. When he said that, that was it. So I put Stephen in the freezer, and I said, I'm gonna stay with my kids as long as possible.
Now, I'll tell you what, the reason that Mitchelle Blair did not turn herself in after she killed Stoni was because she wanted to protect her son. And then about a year later, she found out that her other son was, in Mitchelle Blair's words, raping him. She said this was the end of it. And she strangled. She threw hot water on her son and ultimately killed him and put him in the freezer with the daughter that she had killed about a year ago. Shocking testimony, but the judge did in fact accept the first-degree murder charge. Now, because of that, she will spend the rest of her life in prison. The formality will be at a hearing, a sentencing hearing, and that'll come up on July 17th. Again, shocking testimony here in court. Mitchelle Blair pleads guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder. Reporting live outside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News. Back to you guys.
Boy, Charlie, difficult to hear her say those words to the judge that she would do it again. We did hear, though, sounds of remorse when she broke down and started crying, it sounded like, and as opposed to the anger that we've heard from her in the past court appearances.
It appears that she tried to justify what she did because, in Mitchelle Blair's words, those 2 kids that she killed, those 2 kids were raping her son. And it got pretty graphic in the courtroom, but she justified it. She said she'd do it again because she didn't want to mess up her younger son. I mean, there's no excuse to first-degree murder. It's obviously not right. Interestingly enough, I talked to the father of Stoni. He was in the courtroom today. He doesn't believe anything that Mitchelle Blair says. He says, the father now, says it's just an excuse, a weird excuse for committing first-degree murder. Doesn't matter the excuse. There is no excuse for first-degree murder. There's no excuse for killing your kids. She will spend the rest of her life. Judge has no discretion. But I'll tell you what, very, very shocking testimony out of the mouth of Mitchelle Blair today.
So shocking and so sad when you think about what those kids were going through and what we've heard from testimony from the living children, what they have been enduring in that house.
Oh, I mean, it's shocking. I mean, throwing scalding hot water on their genital area, putting a bag over the kid's head, starving the kid, making the kid drink Windex. I mean, tying a belt around one of the kids' necks and choking the kid. I mean, and she said it as a justification because, in her words, she thought she was doing a good thing, disciplining the kids for these kids raping the younger brother. It makes no sense. It's bizarre, but it's over now. First-degree murder for Mitchelle Blair. Interestingly enough, by the way, there's going to be a custody hearing, closing arguments tomorrow. The fathers want the kids, the surviving 2 children. But we're going to hear a little more about Mitchelle Blair. That's coming up tomorrow. And of course, when she is sentenced, formality because it's life in prison, but that'll be on July 17th. Just bizarre.
All right, well, this one chapter closes for now. Charlie, thank you.